So yesterday we gave weakness to the entire opposing team. Today we're going to give weakness to our own team. Now this is something I have done before. It was in the old version of Puppy Pack. You had to run a 4 squad in that pack because obviously you need a slot for microbe. So that's what I did. I just played with only 4 pets. I'll link that video in the description if you want to see that run. Or maybe you've never seen a video with the original Puppy Pack. In any case, it was possible to get a full team of weakened pets in custom packs using Seagull. However, at some point they changed the terminology for the items that pets hold. They used to all just be called held food, but then they were separated into perks, which are positive effects, and ailments, which are negative. So weakness and ink are the 2 ailments in the game. You can't get ink in the shop, but obviously you can get weakness. So there is a kind of a workaround for this. We're not going to be able to have 5 pets in the shop with weakness, but I do want to have 5 at the start of battle, and maybe you can think about that for a second and work out which pet I'm going to end up using to make that happen. So on turn 5 here, we're just trying to build up some level ups. I want to level up on turn 7. We could try and get the microbe now, but I don't really think it makes a whole lot of sense. You could just pill the microbe as soon as you get it on turn 5 and try and win with a team from that point, but I think that's probably asking a little bit too much. Plus there are a bunch of tier 5 pets that we're actually interested in anyway, so I'm going to try and get them in a couple of turns time. And we end up winning here. So good to preserve lives, because as soon as we weaken our whole team, we're really making ourselves fodder for the snipe teams that you see all the time in custom packs. Because adding 3 damage to every opposing snipe and having no protective equipment can easily result in your team getting wiped. And there are definitely plenty of builds out there already that can wipe whole teams regardless of how much protective equipment they have. So we do lose here to the double starfish, but we still got 3 hearts intact, and now it's turn 7, so we can go for some of these level ups. We get alpaca and husky, and husky is one of the pets I wanted to use in this run. The inspiration for this was actually nothing to do with yesterday's video. It was purely based on a run where I had stego in my team, and then one of the pets got weakened, and then the stego still gave it buffs. And I'd completely forgotten about this interaction. It was documented, in the patch notes at some point quite a while back, and I guess I just never thought about using it in a run. But with the change between the distinction being made between perks and ailments, stego and husky now ignore weakness in the shop. Well, husky ignores it in the shop, stego ignores it in battle. So here we get a great sequence of level ups. We've now got the level 2 husky already, and we get the macaque, which well done if you guessed that macaque was the pet that I was going to need for this. Macaque will copy its equipment onto the orangutan that it spawns, so that means we can copy weakness, and I think as far as I can work out, this is the only way to get a full team of 5 pets that are all weakened. And then we sell the stoat and get macaque. So, I mean, it's just working out beautifully. And we're almost at level 3 already. Another husky. And then there's the level 3 macaque. So turn 9 level 3 macaque is pretty nasty. And we also get reindeer and stego on the level up. In a previous run I went with stego, but I decided to go with reindeer. We really need some way of gaining equipment in the battle after we've been weakened. And reindeer is one of the best options for that. We could have used gorilla, but the fact that the gorilla has to take a hit before it'll activate the coconut is a little bit sketchy. I guess I could have used mongoose as well. So I'm just rolling for the level up here. We are rapidly approaching the end, and I really just want levels on the reindeer. We've already maxed out the macaque, and I think the stats that the huskies are providing are just a little bit of a bonus at the moment. Depends what comes out of the beluga here, and it's another slug, so I think we should be fine. Maybe we would have been fine there even if that was a scorpion or something a little bit nastier. So we'll get a level 2 reindeer. And you can see I did have a gorilla in the pack there. And I really would have liked to have been able to pill microbe super early, but I think it's just not realistic. You know, when you're already giving up having equipment on most of your units, having them all weakened as well, like I said, your whole squad can get wiped so easily. And I will show some extra footage at the end of this of one of the other attempts, because I was working on this challenge and I thought I was going to get it on the first attempt. Didn't quite work out that way. So this team is Secretary Bird's always difficult to tell if you're going to win or lose, but I think we have so many stats in the orangutan plus macaque that yeah, we're going to be fine. Still relatively close though. I think that just shows how strong Secretary Bird is when we've got the level 3 macaque and almost level 2 reindeer, and it still came down to the end. So I pass up the level 3 reindeer here. I'm on 9 trophies. I need to find the microbe. And there it is. So it's going to be very weird to see this, but the Husky is still going to work in the shop despite everything having weakness. And it's an opposing Husky. They've got the level 3. Leech Camel. And we are actually in the test phase at the moment. So the test server is live. And finally, Camel has been changed, so Leech Camel isn't going to be quite as obnoxious as it currently is, thankfully. But because of the weakness in the previous battle, we ended up tying. And we get another bite of the cherry here. We do still have 2 hearts intact. And wouldn't you believe it, this is actually the exact same opponent from the final battle in yesterday's video. And although it seems really like a bad matchup because it's Vulture with Pineapple, we got the Huskies so quickly that we actually had enough stats to win there. So kind of funny to end up with the exact same opponent with the kind of opposite builds on consecutive days. So here's the run I was talking about. I have a Stego this time instead of the reindeer. And of course, I mean, as good as Stego is, when your whole team is weakened, the value of those stats is significantly lower. And here I was going with Turtle as the option for trying to replace the weakness during the battle. But if your whole team gets sniped, your level 2 Turtle doesn't have anything to give the melon to, except I guess the orangutan. And we are actually going to win here. So that's on to 8 trophies, and I think at this point, okay, I'm still going to go for the level 3 Stego here. Or maybe I'm going to go for level 2 Turtle, yeah. And there is the microbe. So we're on 4 hearts, 8 trophies. And it's all just going very, very well. The Stego gives the stats to the Turtle, which is great. Although it's level 2 Eagle, they get Lionfish, which results in the draw. So that's fine. We've still got, you know, once we pull the microbe, we're still going to have 4 attempts to actually get the win here. And we're also going to get the level 2 Turtle and 1 step closer to level 3 Stego. And the Husky is still giving plus 6/6 a turn, just completely ignoring the weakness. But there you can see, you know, we lose a couple of pets at the start of battle. Level 3 Skunk, yeah. And it's a monkey at the back. That's the only survivor. Something that I've just become accustomed to at this point in customs. We'll go for the level up there. So now level 3 Stego on turn 13 is very, very good. But classic example here, you know, octopus plus snake. And yeah, they're just going to, although we do end up blocking some of the snipes with the melon, it's monkey surviving at the back again. We'll go for level 3 macaque before level 3 husky, I think. Yeah, definitely buy sell oyster first here. And there's a crow, so we can have our choice between the 2 next turn. Of course, Husky and Stego are a little bit, you know, anti-synergistic in the fact that the more buffs you get from the Husky, the less the Stego actually does. But here's the perfect example of the type of opposing team that we get destroyed by the woodpecker with 2 weakened pets to aim at. It just does so much damage. And then, if we miss out on the double melon for any reason, then we've got even less of a chance. And then a summon opponent, which, although we do get the melon immediately, they do have deer second position, so we're going to lose the melon on the 50-50 macaque. Actually, we didn't lose it via the chili there, but it's double Spino plus a whole load of summons. So from being on 4 hearts with the microbe pill, we end up just losing 4 battles in a row. It would have been nice to get it on the first attempt, but I guess I did learn something from that run.